All right, so a couple days ago, John Jones came out with a GOAT list, right? And I think a lot of fans had a hard time with not his whole list. It wasn't his entire list. It was one in particular person that I think a lot of people were undecided about, and that person is Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now, before I get into who I feel belongs on his list and who I feel doesn't belong on his list, I'm going to read off an article just to kind of give you guys a little bit of the wave of or the energy of what fans have been giving John Jones lately. All right, so from this article from Essentially Sports, it says over its more than a decade of existence, the UFC has witnessed some of the most lethal and talented fighters who have left an undeniable mark in the octagon, earning their place among the sport's elite. So, this is John Jones' list. John Jones himself, right? And then you've got Anderson Silva, which I feel everybody is pretty decided on. George St. Pierre, I feel like everybody's decided on that. He mentioned Khabib and Jose Aldo. Now, when I read this list, I was a little bit surprised that nobody even mentioned Aldo. Now, in my mind, it's decided, but I didn't know. I didn't know prior to reading all of the comments that Aldo is decided for a lot of people, which good on him. He deserves that kind of respect. I just didn't know it was a decided thing that people thought that Aldo was a GOAT. And I'm happy to see that. So now we're getting to Khabib. A lot of people are saying take Khabib out and put in Demetrius Johnson, which I think is a fair statement, right? I think that's a very, very fair statement. But here's my thing. Here's the thing that has been getting me the most. You know who people haven't nobody's been mentioning? Nobody's been mentioning her. Amanda Nunes. Amanda Nunes belongs on this list. I think Amanda belongs towards the top. I think if you're going to mention John Jones, GSP, Amanda Nunes is right there. If you really think about it, what Amanda Nunes has done to the women's division, she has completely wiped out multiple divisions. She lost to an opponent and then came back and beat her eh, more decidedly than how she was beat. It doesn't get any bigger or better than Amanda Nunes. I'll wait. Is there a competition? Is there somebody that you can even mention being close to what Amanda Nunes has done in the women's divisions? You can't say Ronda. You can't say Cyborg. You can't say Holly Holm or Misha Tate. It's not a race. Honestly, I think, you know, John Jones may be the GOAT, but I feel like Amanda Nunes is a very strong argument, and she belongs on this list just as much as anybody. And here's my question, people. Here's my question. Do you take away Khabib's GOAT status because he didn't defend his title as much as, say, Amanda Nunes or Aldo or Anderson? Is that why you guys are so upset? But didn't he have 13 straight wins in the UFC? So does that not put him a part of GOAT status? Maybe it doesn't. Khabib never lost. It's up to you guys, I suppose, as to who you feel. I think everybody's GOAT status is of course different, and I, I don't think it's blasphemy to put Khabib in that top GOAT status. Would I put him in the GOAT of the GOATs? No. If I had to give a quick top five in order, it would be John Jones, Amanda Nunes, George St. Pierre, um, Anderson Silva, and then Aldo. That's how I would put it. And then Demetrius Johnson is still there. He's still there. So I might even put Aldo out and put Demetrius Johnson, but I'm keeping Amanda Nunes in. That's how much I feel Amanda belongs in the GOAT talks. She beat all of the women that I just mentioned, the Holly Holmes, the Misha Tates, the Ronda Rouseys, the Cyborg, Jermaine Randomay. The list goes on. Shevchenko. How can you not mention Amanda Nunes in the GOAT? So comment down below who you feel belongs, in the top, we'll say top five. And for me, that's my list. That's my list. I'll post it right there, right there. And I think, you know, I think we also need to look at how a champion was dominant and who they fought. I think dominance is a huge factor when it comes to GOAT status. John Jones pretty much dominated everybody he fought, and so it's hard to say that he isn't the GOAT. Amanda Nunes, she lost one, and so I think that might take her out of the running of being the GOAT. You cannot count out Amanda Nunes. I'm amazed that nobody has mentioned Amanda Nunes. And so comment down below what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.